It's another weekend, so it's not a big surprise that we got another Boldy drop. What is good, y'all? It's your boy Mixtape Moth. If you are rocking with this content, go ahead and smash that like button for your boy. Also, subscribe if you haven't. But today, I'm going to be hitting y'all with my thoughts on this new project from Boldy James and V Don entitled Alphabet Highway. So, Boldy James, Mr. Bo Jackson, Boldy Blocks, has been on this unprecedented, legendary run. If you are unaware of the work that this man has been putting in, then it's a good chance that either you're a casual listener or you've just been under a rock somewhere. Now, after having a prolific end of 2024, Boldy James kicked off the new year with two trap-style projects, Murder During Drug Traffic and Permanent Ink. He then followed those two up with a token of appreciation, a release that was more of a return to form for traditional heads. And most recently, Boldy had just put out the Detroit Trap Project Homage that I just reviewed like last weekend. But that brings us to his fifth drop of 2025, Alphabet Highway, with the well-respected Harlem producer V Don. Now, if you know, then you know that V Don is one of the nicest contemporary producers in the underground and in traditional hip hop. And I suppose if there could be a Boldy James collab with a producer that fans have been anticipating a little more than others, it was likely this Boldy and V Don. Already this year, V Don had collaborated with the Black Soprano family for the Sent For EP. Then he produced for Willie the Kid's Catch Me If You Can Too, both of which were dope projects. But now Boldy and V Don locked in and decided to bless the block with Alphabet Highway, a 13-track project clocking in at around the 39-minute mark. There are no features here, just Boldy going in over V Don instrumentals. But with that being said, let me go ahead and just hit y'all with that track-by-track breakdown. The opener, Finishing Touches, has this plotting, mysterious beat that allows for Boldy to get surgical. Here, he boldly proclaims that his resume ain't got no blemishes or smudges on it. Now, I'm sure fans who don't like trap would disagree, even though I don't necessarily share their views. But Boldy sounds really icy and cold-blooded here, as if he was a hitman about to paint houses, if you know what I'm saying. He said he ain't who he pretend to be. Know how I know he not? Because he ain't put enough respect on the name of Boldy Block. So yeah, as a whole, dope opener that sets a grim tone for the project. Track 2, RSNS, is one of the standouts. We have this whimsical flute and these head-nodding drums. Overall, very wavy beat. I really dug the pocket. Boldy was flown in as well. He said, real street dude-ish, get a dude whack. That's a cease and desist. I also like, when it comes to who stood on the biz, I was standing on big stilts in the city where the French built. Kids get killed over spilled milk. So a little historical fact, if you weren't aware that Detroit was built or founded by the French. I also like one more line here. My dude Luck been locked up for so long, he damn near from jail. Track 3, Split the Bill, has this spacious, ghostly instrumental that is dark, and there are some entrancing keys as the instrumental progresses. Here, Boldy talks about how it goes down on Hell Block, or Dulce Siete, as he said. Boldy raps, soul snatching, dirty Poe with the laser. It's Bo Jackson, I ain't talking 34 for the Raiders. So overall, another grim track with dope production. What follows is Mrs. Porter. So this has a fire trap instrumental that is haunting, almost giving off a Wu-Tang meets Mobb Deep trap aesthetic going on. Boldy said, Fed's trying to give me Rico time because I done seen more nines than a fourth grader. Yeah, you are getting, more vivid street talk over this immaculate production. Then there is No Guessing Games, a track that comes somewhat close to being a love story, or should I say a thug's love story. G-Rap heads know what I'm talking about. You are getting some storytelling over this syrupy blaxploitation like beat that honestly I feel could have been produced by either Rock Marcy or The Alchemist. That was just the feeling I was getting from this track. Next is the quirky Dr. Demento, which has this screeching guitar riff. The beat as a whole also put me in the frame of mind of Uncle Al. Very cool idiosyncratic track nonetheless. What follows is Entrapment, where Boldy gets busy over this chilly atmospheric beat. He is asking the questions that you will remember from the movie Blow. Are you the police? Because if you are and you don't tell me, then that's Entrapment. Immediately after is Lemonhead Light, a drumless track with a unique, rare vocal flip. I'd say the vocal sample is pretty alluring. But yeah, Boldy is doing a slight bit of introspection here, talking about the loss of his uncle and how he feels that freed him of his sins. Altogether, another very solid track that captured a distinct vibe that you would associate with a Boldy album. Right after is the mellow Daylight Savings, which has some twangy psychedelic chords. Now, besides it being the most mellow or smoothest track, what stood out here was the totally random Bob Hope reference, where Boldy reminisced to selling the fiends that look like Bob Hope. And I found that to be a little amusing because not every day that you're going to get a rapper in 2025 with a Bob Hope reference, let alone a street artist. Track 10, without mention, has this methodical, minimalist beat. The pianos are really striking though, making it a low-key favorite. Boldy states, when women see me out, they always ask if I play pro ball. Yeah, I play for the Tigers, always been a bad liar. So, you know, one of the few times where Boldy is infusing some humor. But yeah, altogether, another very solid, eerie track on the album. Afterwards is the high point, Smacking Foreigns. Now, this has an understated beat that is still suspenseful enough to raise your anxiety. Here, Boldy is boasting. They know you from Traffic Court. They know me for Smacking Foreigns. But yeah, Boldy's slang and flow sounds so cool over this chilly beat. The second to last song, Quaker Oats, has some psychedelic like rock production, and Boldy is doing this slight double time flow, which I think complements the beat well. Yeah, he's talking about how he sold more grits than Quaker Oats. Then this project closes out with Robert Ory. This has a murky, muddy beat that was pretty raw. Boldy states that he's the backbone of the game and there's no weak links in the chain since he is the missing piece. He also ruthlessly mentions that he will turn your block into a deserted island when he slides through. So overall, I'm going to give this project a rating of a strong 4 mics. At the moment, this is the best Boldy James drop out of the 5 to be released so far in 2025. V-Dawn most certainly came correct in lacing Boldy with some menacing production that had layers to it. Sure, it was dark and moody as you might expect from V-Dawn production, but there was enough variation to keep things fresh. And I gotta stress, V-Dawn is an underrated producer who was able to give Boldy the right type of eerie cinematic production that I'd say was honestly on par with the quality of work that you would get from The Alchemist. Yeah, another high quality street release from the hardest working man in the rap biz that I guarantee fans will probably dig more than Homage, Permanent Ink, and Murder During Drug Traffic. Favorite tracks include Finishing Touches, RSNS, Mrs. Porter, No Guessing Games, Lemonhead Light, Without Mention, Smacking Foreigns, and Robert Ory. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. It's your boy Mixtape Moth. I am signing out, but as always, it's peace and blessings. Boldy James, V-Dawn, Alphabet Highway 1.